Okay.
2 accounts. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah. How do I get to the game?
Okay, are we ready? Okay, yep, and the sound's on. Should be, yeah, right there, Castlevania Requiem.
Yeah, right.
Should have your save file from last year, right?
I would hope so.
Hey, first time chat from Scarab. Jack, how you doing?
Yo. Wow, this is that's right. We talked last year. I thought this menu was a failure.
Wait, what was a failure?
The menu.
Oh, yeah, yeah. A little twitchy there. Just jumping around.
I love that.
So, welcome everyone to Nadia and David's. Actually, I don't even think we have that branding on this, but Castlevania Symphony of the Month. We are continuing our voyage from last year, which you can find on the Nightworks YouTube channel in its own little playlist. We're playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night from the Castlevania Requiem collection on the Sony PlayStation 4 and, in this case, 5.
Yes.
And, basically, we're continuing until we get the job done. If we finish before the month is out, then we'll do something else suitably Halloween-y, because that's what this is all about. Celebrating the best time, the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah, I guess people call it that. To me, it's just Halloween.
I call it that. Oh, and we got Azixa in here. We got, says, one of the greatest games, with a bunch of dancing pink emoji.
Absolutely. Can you turn it down just a bit more?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's see if... Yeah, okay, so I got all my... we have some save files here. Who did I use?
I got one straight from Sterling there, don't we?
Do I... Oh, this is the one I used to play last year. Ass, huh? Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. So...
Yeah, if you're sure. Was there a date? I didn't see.
No, but I could tell by the area.
Okay, the outer wall. Yeah, I think that's where we left off.
So we have these super boots. What is my mission?
Learn from the humans, earn their respect. No, wait. Serve and protect, live in their world, earn their respect. Family of heroes. Wait, wrong mission.
Yes, definitely. So I don't think I have any of the any of Dracula's parts.
Well, you got the gold ring there. That's one of his, ain't it?
Yes, but you need like
You don't have to get his finger to go with it, do you?
I don't think so.
But his nail was one of the Dracula parts, so.
Yeah, but not in this case. I think there's a different ring. So.
Oh, okay. Lance says you're already at or near Reverse Castle, I think. Yeah, that's where we're. What did it say? The outer wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so one way to do it is I've got the dragon helm, which was his best helmet. So I guess I'll just work my way to, let's see, if I'm on the outer wall.
Dragon helm.
May as well
find the 7 magic helms.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just kind of woozy. Trying to get myself together here.
Yeah, she just got out of her post-podcast nap.
Yes, I did. Alright, so yeah, I hate the outer wall.
Hey, another ring. Collect enough of those and you can go full Hal Jordan.
Probably not. There we go.
Yeah, nobody wants to go full Hal Jordan. Just ask Ryan Reynolds.
Huh. Did he? Yeah, he did, forgot what character.
Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
And then later, he was Deadpool and he went back in time and killed Ryan Reynolds before
Oh,
he could
right.
agree to do Green Lantern.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh god, that movie was so good.
Here we
Just
are.
that part of that movie was so good. But the movie was so good.
So I am going into mystery door. Oh, it's the upside down schlong people. Let's see. Do I want to go anywhere in particular? Nah, stick to where I am.
Okay, your description poses many questions, and I'm not sure if I want to...
I mean, the statue has schlongs, so I just call them the upside down schlong people.
Oh, okay, so you're saying the people are upside down, not that their schlongs are...
I mean, if they're upside down, the schlongs are upside down too.
Well, yeah, but not specifically their schlongs. Wait, do they have?
Yeah.
I hope we don't get demonetized or whatever Twitch does.
Well, I mean, they're very small. You'd have to look really hard to find them.
I mean, be that as it may, I don't know if...
Why do we keep sliding?
we don't make money off of this anyway.
No, we really don't. We don't have ads or anything, so what are they going to demonetize?
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't know. They could, I don't know, just wave a big stick at us. I don't know what happens if you, like, start doing stuff like that. Azixa says, have you two ever played the PC engine Rondo of Blood? I believe technically yes, on the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. Didn't we give it a shake?
On the mini we might have, yeah.
So yeah, that would be in the archives somewhere. I think. God, it's hard to imagine not doing it, but
Am I in the library?
well, we didn't do it for very long because like we played a bit of it on here and maybe the Castlevania Anniversary Collection, like once or twice on stream before.
I can't remember if it's like this dude has the sword. It's like the best sword in the game in here. But it's like a really rare drop. And I can't remember who has it. I think it was the Shmoo.
Dude looks like Neo Sigma.
The Shmoo is from... God, what comic was it? But this is basically... what did I just pick up?
Matron Boy, first time chat, says you could go into the negative schlong debt. Not a good place to be.
Definitely not.
And Azixa says, I love it. I love it too. I can't remember if I finished that one or not because like I mainly played like on the PlayStation Portable, but that was also like through the remake. So I don't remember how much I did on the TurboGrafx one. I love the TurboGrafx one. There's just something about the style of the graphics that just really appeals to me. I can't even describe it. It just feels like CD games from that era have a certain quality that I just really love. Like Sonic CDs kind of in that ballpark. It makes me wish some of Nintendo's stuff had, more than CDI in that regard.
Tin Man's losing his shit.
No joke.
Can I crawl?
Can you slide? Oh, that's using the old noodle. No wonder Batman's so smart.
Goodbye, yellow brick road, where the dogs are society.
Not achievement unlocked. Trophy, they call it here.
Yes.
Matron Boy says, the Rondo music too, still completely jaw-dropping. Yeah, that was good too. I love how it revisits one of the Castlevania 2 towns too, so that's another reason I like it. Just got a lot going on there. By the way, just as a point of note, we haven't gotten to check out the new Castlevania series yet. It's, on the list, of course. Gosh, we still need to finish the last one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you can, avoid spoilers in the chat, we'd greatly appreciate it, but,
Yeah, for sure. Although, spoilers are probably, Richter whips something, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but...
I cannot remember what is in the library. I think maybe there's a body part.
I mean, it's, probably not going to ruin our life if, anybody, did do it out of spite or something, so, I mean, don't even bother that, but...
I mean, why give people ideas?
Yeah.
Was it the
I'm just saying it's a
Shmoo
waste of time either
that
way.
you get the drop from? I really can't remember.
I thought the Shmoo was something from Dr. Seuss.
No, it's from, like I said, it's from Pogo, I think was the name of the comic. It's a classic comic.
Okay, yeah. Walt Kelly.
Walt Kelly, yeah, there you go.
I was, if I remember correctly, I always found it interesting that he signed his name in the same style that Walt Disney did his.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just a Walt thing or what. Let's see. Yeah, Azixa says, yeah, CD games back then, and a lot of the music is incredible. Ended up finding the OG Rondo OST on vinyl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. If I did beat Rondo, like the PC Engine version, which I might have done on like more likely on PSP if I did, but I mean same basic game. Not talking about the remake, but the like original one they included, which is one on here. Which I'll come back around to that in a second. But yeah, if I did that, I was using Maria. I can tell you that much. But yeah, I heard the reason this is only on here is because like Sony had some hand on it. I don't know if that's true or not, but like I guess like so they could basically emulate the PSP version. So basically, we're playing the PSP version without the PSP version here.
Whoa, I don't know what it did. That was neat.
At least that's how I've heard it. Which is just like, why won't you include the frickin' remake then?
Why isn't this game on Switch? That's what I want to know.
I just told you.
Oh.
Because it's like using PlayStation emulation, apparently.
Huh.
Although I don't know if that's even such a problem anymore. Like I thought the Mega Man Legacy stuff was emulated, and like half of those are PlayStation games. Well, half the X anyway.
I've got something like Gauntlet. I don't know if that's something that's useful.
It's all hearsay as far as I know, but let's see. B-Berry Vertigo says, hello all. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Happy Halloween season.
Yeah, I got my sword guy getting more powerful.
Of course, it does beg the question then, like, about, like, if you're not using the PSP remake, and the games are either the PS1 Symphony, which has been released on the Xbox 360 in some form.
Yeah, Digital Eclipse has something to do with that, I think.
And then the other's TurboGrafx, and you're not including the one true PlayStation exclusive one at this point, then, yeah, why couldn't this be on something else?
Don't know. Why would it be on mobile and not Switch?
It was on mobile?
It is on mobile.
Oh, really? Wow, that sounds dreadful. I don't know, I mean, I guess you can use Bluetooth controllers on those things these days, but,
Damn.
Let's see. Lanceheart says Mega Man 8 was also the PS1 version, right? Yeah, that's correct. No Saturn bonuses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's like, I wonder to this day, if Digital Eclipse had handled it, would they have, like, tweaked it and added those in? What might have been.
Indeed.
Let's see. Matron Boy says, for one of the very best games of all time, they make it very hard to play legitimately. Indeed. And also, I was happy to buy it on PS after years of emulating.
Yeah.
Lanceheart says, DE probably would have put both. Yeah, that would have worked for me. I mean, I'd be happy with a definitive edition that's like, the PlayStation quality of, visuals and whatnot. Because I think they used, what do they call it with the checkerboarding?
Dithering?
Dithering, yeah. I think they used that on the Saturn version. But, yeah, honestly, I mean, I still want to fight the 8 versions of Cutman and Woodman. And, to this day, I have yet to do so. And Azixa says, F mobile, it's a hellscape. Tell me about it.
I don't know why it would be on mobile and not Switch. That should be illegal.
The only game I really play on mobile is Fire Emblem Heroes and Grumpy Cat's like worst game ever.
I'm surprised you didn't play the Grumpy Cats game.
It's fun. For those not familiar, unfortunately it doesn't run the best on later iOS versions. They haven't really kept it up to date. But if you like WarioWare and you like cats, then it's a fun little, time killer. I highly recommend it. I think I reviewed it on poisonmushroom.org at one point. Or I might not have. It might have been Mario's Hat. In which case, sorry. Just consider it a recommendation.
You came out of nowhere.
It does bring to mind, though, it's like, man, for all the stuff Nintendo's shoveled onto mobile, WarioWare in that style would be like, perfect.
Looks like I went the wrong direction somewhere. Let me see here. Keep on going. I'm trying to remember who the boss was here. Was it the... Oh!
Was it Dorothy?
No, but it was, I think, the witch who can change her heads from the second movie. The terrifying one.
I don't think I ever saw the second movie.
Neither did I. No, sorry, I did see part of it when I was a kid. I think the Family Channel in Canada was airing it. It was kind of messed up. So I didn't like it. Didn't finish it, probably.
Huh.
You schmoo, get back here. These guys, like, I really wish they dropped the weapon that I'd love to get, but it's probably not going to happen. So rare.
So sorry, which one is the shmoo?
Flying asshole.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. Like boo, shmoo.
I suppose so.
They're like little flying ghost things, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what they look like to me.
I don't see that. Ah, it doesn't matter. This is the Tin Man and he has to die.
So with any luck, by this time next year, maybe Konami will get on with it and release a Castlevania DS collection.
Yeah, we'll see about that. This time I'm going to find out where I'm going. Okay. Love the music here. You can't hear it too well, of course, but the Lost Paintings,
Oh yeah,
famous
didn't
bit.
that's the one that Epic Game Music just did a version of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. He just posted that on YouTube the other day. It was pretty neat. Let's see. Azixa says Limited Run Games announced a U.S. version of Turbo Duo Rondo ages ago. Jeremy Parrish told me earlier this year that they are still working on it. We'll definitely grab it if it ever releases.
For sure.
They were taking orders for something. Was it the new Contra that
Yeah.
caught my eye?
I think so.
I should see if I can get in on that if we got coin.
Yeah.
Love me some Contra. Have to stream it on here sometime.
Whoa. The sword saved my ass. It's just like, I got you, brother. Thanks, sword. Now I know why I use you, even though you're boring. Much rather use Demon, he's fun.
Okay, I feel like the repeated lion and just whole Wizard of Oz stick's like wearing a little thin.
Yeah. There's complaints about how the Upside Down Castle's repetitive, but, I mean, that's probably my fault. I had to backtrack, but I don't know, I like it. I like
it in general, but it's just, kind of, and I feel like it might be overextending itself for a joke.
Not if it's a joke, it's just a theme.
Okay, fair enough. I wouldn't mind seeing more like literary,
I'm almost dead.
numbers filed off guys in here, though.
Oh yeah, I'd love that. That'd be fun.
Put Captain Hook in there somewhere.
For sure.
Make it the Fox version.
They probably wouldn't do that.
That's closer to the original, as I understand it. Mackie says, hey, Mackie.
Hi, Matthew. I'm playing with vampires. Vampire. Half vampire. Dampire. Dampire. Is pronounced Dampire? It's spelled like Dampire. Because he's half and half. Like cream.
Dampires, always sucking on humans.
Yeah.
Mackie says, I have doggo.
Hello, doggo.
Woof woof, bow wow wow.
That reminds me in
Yippee-yo, yippee-yay.
Baldur's Gate 3, I got Scratch the dog, and I got the owlbear cub, and there was a scene, where I'm camping out, I'm going to sleep, and I wake up, and there's a racket, and apparently it was them playing.
Ha.
According to the game, they're best of friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Tang.
Yeah. They made it harder to do the soul steal. Alright, you know what?
Yeah, you talking all this trash about my Xbox controllers. Who's laughing now?
I mean, that's not really the problem.
Sure, it's not.
It's a hard input.
I've seen you do it. I was about to say, are you sure you want to be on that side of it?
Luckily it was dying.
Okay.
I knew honestly.
I gotta love the big, like, Vega claw on the
lion, yeah. And I like how it backs away from you because it's cowardly.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. I thought you were backing away from him.
Nope. I don't back away from lions. So is there nothing here? I guess I must have gotten one.
Curry Mango says ahoy hoy, and Matron Boy says there's an achievement for petting a dog and an owlbear at the same time.
I got it. It's called You Have Two Hands for a Reason.
Which is pretty glorious. Curry Mango says RSVP Shmoo.
I can't remember what they were called in Japan, because I know the name was changed there. There were some weird localization changes in this game. Although Shmoo, I guess, was all, like, they didn't re-localize that, so I don't know what it was originally.
RSVP, you know what it means to me.
That's not quite how the song goes.
Well, I'm working with what I've got here.
I mean,
doing the best I can.
Yeah, I guess so. But I grew up with Motown, so I kind of, you know.
Lance says that achievement is bugged if you have speak to animals active. I missed it first time through.
Oh, really? Crap. I meant to have Speak with Animals active, so good thing I didn't. So I wanted to talk to the owlbear. I talked to his mom, and it was like, "Rah!" Even when he was speaking, so it was like, okay, you know what? Sorry, I gotta kill you. But, Mayor Cub's in good hands. I also got an owlbear egg. I'm not sure what to do with it. I can sell it for a lot. I guess I can't hatch it. I really kind of want to hatch it.
Matron Boy says, fascinated by the dialogue in this game. All these awkward philosophical discussion out of nowhere.
Yeah. Not right now, though. I haven't talked to anyone in a while. Or you talk about Baldur's Gate 3, in which case, yes. For sure. Whoa!
When they said this game, I thought they meant,
Oh, okay.
Castlevania, but,
What is
yeah,
it, man?
if we're wrong, feel free to correct us.
Miserable little piles.
Lance says, just like a real D&D game.
Yeah, it's very much real D&D feeling. You really got those that kind of modules set up. Very easy game to play in that regard. What's this? Lunch A? Oh, God's name is Lunch A. Curry rice!
Beat me to it. So yeah, I wonder how hard it would be for them to do the first DS Castlevania game on here. Like, DS games in general, we know they're doable. Capcom's proven that.
Yeah.
The big thing would be that whole thing where you have to touch the screen.
Well, we got Etrian Odyssey, which is not perfect, but still really good. Like, I got a stylus just for that.
On PlayStation?
Oh, sorry, no, on Switch. I thought you talked about Switch for a moment there.
I mean, yeah, I know Switch has the touch screen, although they might ignore it if ZX was any indication. But yeah, I'm just kind of wondering like how they would handle the other touch stuff. There are two things I remember from that game. One is drawing things, which, I think they could probably put in something where, like, the action pauses or something. You use the right analog stick and just do a poor etch-a-sketch kind of thing or something. The other thing I remember is, like, there'd be, like, maybe ice blocks or something. You'd have to, like, tap them to break them. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you would do about those other than making them maybe breakable to something else.
Not sure, yeah.
I'm not sure what other problems the game might pose, though. I mean, you could probably just get rid of something like the ice blocks, too. Like, if I remember, they were just kind of, more there for, like, oh, here's a gimmick. Use your gimmick to get through this gimmick trap, and, it wasn't anything, like, major. But I didn't play all the way through it, so I don't know. So maybe it's more, I don't know, later. Matron Boy says, ha ha ha, Baldur's Gate would be awkward and also somehow horny discussions out of nowhere. And Lance says, hey now, only Erica's allowed to steal someone's lunch, parentheses, and Chrono Trigger, on parentheses.
That was pretty good. Yeah, Eric actually is still playing Chrono Trigger. I can't remember when the next session is, probably tomorrow. If you look at his Twitter at Siumusi. But basically he got to Zeal, the Kingdom of Zeal, and he's just kind of blown away by the tone shift, and it's like, yeah, oh man, okay, good, there it is. I love the Kingdom of Zeal sequence in Chrono Trigger. I think that going from like the Ice Age to like the Magic Kingdom is crazy.
Hey, speaking of X, can we talk about the Pantheon thing yet, or is it too soon?
No, it's going on right now. Our next...
Or...
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can talk about that then.
Well, if I can remember how to do Mist... Do I have to do both at the same time? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I think so.
Uh-oh. Oh, man, look outside. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw a bird flying around and heard it cawing.
Yeah, basically, we have... we live... like on some of the only tall buildings around, and there's hawks love this area, and there's a hawk that's been hanging around, and there's some crows that come around in the fall. I think they came back, and right now they've been fighting. Like they were fighting this morning, and just kind of mobbing the poor hawk and trying to drive it off. And just right now, there was a big racket outside, and I'm guessing they were kind of outside of our window there.
Nadia has cultivated her own murder. Of crows, I mean.
I've tried. They don't want to be my... Well, they gave me one thing once, and since then they really haven't paid any attention to me.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought you were making some real progress there.
So did I.
Zixa says, Nadia, do you want a minor hint about the owl ear egg?
Yeah, sure. I wouldn't mind that, actually, because I'm just like, okay, I shouldn't sell it, but... I know that it can be used for a quest, but there's like a million quests, and I don't even know like which one I'm going to encounter, which one I'm not. But I almost ate it by accident.
Okay, I was just about to ask if you meant owl bear, and yeah, clarification. I'm like, owl ear egg? I didn't know owls had ears. Or that they came from eggs.
Owls do have ears, of course. Look at the great horned owl.
Yeah, fair. I meant like, in a more conventional sense, but... Unless that counts. Anyway, yeah, the Pantheon?
Yeah, it's no real big secret. This month is Symphony of the Night. We're playing for the Pantheon of the Blood God. We just did Breath of Fire 3, which I recorded. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and listen to that shiz.
You record ahead of when it airs and stuff, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like,
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Gosh darn, I don't remember what is here. Have I been here for nothing? I might be here for nothing, so,
Gosh darn. You'll drop F-bombs on the freaking PG-13 stream we do, and then for Castlevania, you give me gosh darn.
You can swear if you want.
Oh, do what you want. I just find that funny as hell.
Alright, well, I'm going back to the outer wall.
Zixa says, so at some point there's someone looking for a specific type of egg, and you can trick them and give them the owlbear egg instead.
Tuh. Yeah, I think that's what I learned. Definitely keep, hang on. I'll definitely hang on to it and try not to eat it again.
But it's so tempting.
Well, basically, like, when you do a long rest, it's in your supplies. And as like, hey, you can recharge your health and your charges with this. And I just kind of did auto-select without thinking. And I'm like, wait. Whoa, I don't want to...
You should probably get down before.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, I feel like it can be used for something useful. And I'm right. Shmoo! Where did you come from?
Speaking of eggs, I finally got my mini pie tins in earlier this week, I think. Or maybe it was last week. And I was finally able to make eggs in the air fryer with them.
Yeah, they were good. Very exciting life we lead.
Yep.
Oh god, if I go out of here, I'm gonna end up in the Marble Gallery, which is like the worst place in the game. The upside down Marble Gallery.
So when you first said it, I thought you said Marvel Gallery, and I'm just like wondering, oh, I wonder if like, they've got Spider-Man in there.
No, definitely. Marble.
Let's see. Grey Mango says, Alucard keeps getting stabbed in the butt, lol.
Heh.
And Lance says, I stopped using auto-select when I got that egg.
Yeah. Smart idea. There's some weird stuff they do in that game. Like, obviously it's... Oh shit, what's that? Oh, Gauntlet, I got you already. I mean, there's some really, like, I mean, it's pretty much one of those games where it's a miracle that it works at all, because it's just there's so much to do and whatever, but, yeah, there's things like, they tell you, oh, you know, if you deal with the Githyanki at the bridge, like, you know, you can't come back, and that's not true. I actually just did that, by the way. That stupid mountain pass, I finally opened it up. Gave those Gith Knights, what, 4, or whatever the hell they are.
What is making that sound?
That is a good question. It shouldn't be making that sound.
So, speaking of other Castlevanias, like, I know that Symphony is pretty much the default answer for almost anyone and everyone. So, barring that, what's everyone's favorite Metroidvania-style Castlevania?
Whoa! The one where I don't die. Crap. I forgot he rolls around. At the speed of sound.
Beat me to it.
Healing in this game is a huge pain in the ass.
Ezekiel says Area. And B-Berry Vertigo says Ritual of the Night. That's Bloodstained, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll count it. I still gotta play that. I got it on sale recently. I'm looking forward to the Castlevania 2 style content. But as far as Castlevania series goes, Portrait of Ruin here.
Oopsie doodle.
I've actually got something regarding that in store later this month on social media.
Oh, did I get the Werebane?
Teaser for now.
Interesting.
Let's see. Ezekiel says Area is a better game, but I love Symphony of the Night for the jank.
Yeah, Symphony of the Night has great jank.
Curry Mango says, I haven't played that many, so I do like some Hollow Knight. Uberry Vertigo says, ooh, if it's strictly Castlevania, then Order of Ecclesia.
That was a good one.
Let's see. Curry Mango says, but my favorites in Castlevania are Area of Sorrow and Portrait of Ruin. Right on. Zik says, and Ritual of the Night is def cool. They're still adding updates. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to that one. That's why I wanted to grab it while it was on sale on Xbox recently.
I am totally messing this up. I have never had a problem with this. Why did I go backwards? Oh, there I go.
Oh.
I gotta figure out how to do the Soul Steal. I don't know why I'm having such trouble with it. Game over. Pixelated game over.
Fatality. Dun dun dun. Dun. Let's see. Lance Hart says Area is mine as well.
Area is really good. Dawn is really good. Dawn and Area go hand in hand. That's why I'm kind of mad that. Well, you know what? Why am I not using Soul Steal?
You know, I would really like kind of breaking from that a little bit, but I was just thinking. I would really like it if Konami looked at what Capcom did with Mega Man X Dive offline, and did that with Castlevania. Oh shoot, what was it called? The mobile one that's basically Dive, but like it.
I went back way too far.
Grimoire of Souls, that's the one.
Sorry, everyone. I should have saved before I took on that doofus.
As it is, I'm just kind of watching like a quote-unquote movie version of it on YouTube. Although I haven't been able to get back to it in a while. But I'm enjoying the, characters interacting and stuff, which, is half the fun of something like that.
Yeah. Whoa. Bye, guy.
Like some of the new characters, too, like Lucy.
Lucy. Lucy.
She has got some splaining to do, especially when you start. B-Berry says, Ritual of the Night really feels like Order of Ecclesia.
It does, yeah. I think her name is Miriam. Is she the character from...
Yeah, she's the main one with the, quote-unquote sting thing.
Yeah, so... Definitely big Shinoa vibes. My Shinoa, give for the touch of the other kind. My. It's kind of a filthy song.
Huh. What we need is a Metroidvania that has, like, Simon.
I love these schmooze giving me $1. Like, come on, guys, you're not dropping the best sword in the game. You're just gonna give me dollars, huh? Ugh. There's something classic about the old voices and stuff that I do miss.
Yeah, that's right. They redubbed this one, so...
They redubbed practically everything since, and that's the only one they use.
I guess you can only, well, I would say you could probably only take getting memed to death so much, but then you look at Capcom, and, you know, we still have What Am I Fighting For, so... different strokes for different folks, I guess.
I suppose. I'm not going that way this time, I'm going this way.
Which is ironic, because, I mean, I would honestly probably take, like, you know, a different version of What Am I Fighting For, and keep the, original Symphony dub, but maybe that's just me.
I mean, the original Symphony dub has problems, but it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it's got a certain... I don't know how to describe it.
When I interviewed Igo way back when, I kind of asked him if he knew about it, like, you know, how popular the meme was in America, and he kind of said, yeah, let's drop it. Not in so many words, but just like...
drop the subject, or, like, let's drop the dub?
Just the
Or the
meme.
meme.
It's kind of
Okay.
like, okay, we know, guys. Like, I don't know, sorry, it's really funny, but
But we love it!
we do. I wonder if he had some hand in... I doubt it, but, like, you know, just like, okay, you know what, I don't want to hear the original dub anymore. Although the original dub is also interesting because it has, like, some weird localization choices, like turning Legion into Granfaloon, which is really strange. Like, it's not improper, because it's very much, like, an interesting way to use the words, but it's a Vonnegut thing.
I think what I like about it is something just about the quality of the performance really reminds me of, like, the old like Universal monster movies, the black and white stuff in a way.
Yeah. I cannot dodge that guy's roll. Oops.
Yeah, I wish I knew that Sigma Posting was watching right now, because I swear this guy just looks like some sort of weird mashup between Sigma and Popeye to me.
There we are. Yeah, the Popeye thing's a little weird, but I don't see that as much as I see Sigma.
Well, the colors, like, you know, are like what Duke's Popeye's usually like. I think a blue pants, black shirt, and like kind of a red collar.
Right.
It's like the red sailor collar. Unless, like, you're watching some, like, I think the old, was it Flesher cartoons? Like, where he's got the, like, all-white outfit. But, like, in the comics and stuff, he's usually got that color scheme.
Wow.
Popeye Posting. I thought he had the big forearms, too, but...
I thought he'd die by now.
Nope, okay, he's just muscular. Which is good enough, I guess. And Popeye the Sigma Man.
Damn it. Okay, I know what to do this
To
time.
you, your ass I'll hand. So, okay, like, on that screen right there, the cross thing, is that, like, something of Alucard's? Like,
Couldn't tell you. Just always been there.
because, like, it's funny they're showing, like, you know, this, like, you know, the skull and bones of whatever that was, and not, like, you know, Alucard's. Because, like, you're the one who died. Lance says, this talk of Konami collections makes me wonder what they're going to change in Suikoden beyond what we've seen. We already know they're using the PSP version as base.
I've played the PSP versions, of course. I think they're fine, but I don't know if they're missing anything. How do we know? Like, I don't know what the PSP version has, really, versus the original.
Oh, you never played the original?
Of course I have, but
Oh, okay.
I've played the PSP
Just-
version, too.
But you don't know what the differences are?
No.
I guess you just haven't done it in, like, such, you know, extensive studying detail.
I like the storytelling here. You can't really see it so much in the Upside Down Castle. It doesn't make as much sense, but in the regular castle, it's suggested that the creature that's contained in here broke out, and the guy hung himself because it was like, oh shit, what do I do now? So, but I don't think it applies here. I think it's more for the original boss. Guy's a dick. Look at me, I can roll around. Whoopie-doo.
I'm trying to keep quiet so he won't be distracted, although I'm wondering why it's not showing his name.
Oh, did I never get the scroll for showing names? God, that's in the original castle. How did I miss that? It's like in the beginning of the game. I'll have to go back. This guy, yeah, he had like a really stupid name, like the creature or something, like not
Okay.
Frankenstein.
I thought it showed, like, oh, would it be, like, just like the monster or something?
Yeah, like good creature. Actually, that's the name of his monster.
I don't know if keeping quiet helps you out or not.
It's all the same to me.
Let's
sword,
see. Lance says the PSP version has diagonal walking, biggest tell.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I could deal with diagonal walking. Can't wait for the redone translation, I'll tell you that much. Ah, his head fell
Oh,
off.
nice. Let's see.
I got, Tooth of Vlad. Let's see what that does.
B-Berry Vertigo says, it's so funny every game I keep my Vita around for is now being ported to modern consoles. I wish they would port Maverick Hunter X and Mega Man Powered Up to it. Anyway.
So I've got,
It showed at the beginning of the fight. Oh, okay, the creature.
Oh, okay, so I
I
do
guess
have,
I missed it. I thought it happened every time you hit, so...
So I do have the, I haven't been paying attention, so I'm going to assume, like, that's good, that I have the scroll and everything. I'm going to save before I lose my mind here. I don't want to do that fight again. I don't know why that was so hard. I guess usually I cheese it.
Huh.
I do the sword shield trick. If I have Alucard shield by this point.
So, oh shoot. I'm trying to remember the name of a certain game. Wow, birds still flying around out there. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Was it a big one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there they are. Yeah, see, we have a bunch of pigeons, too, who are, like, mobbing, or helping to mob the birds, the hawk, rather. It's pretty cool, I have to say. Living in an apartment building, like, on the 15th floor, is just like seeing a soap opera enact from outside your house. But they are really going crazy out there, like... I guess the hawk's not giving up that easy. I thought it chased him away for good. Damn, nature, you're scary.
Yeah. So yeah, I hear that like Konami wants to enter the whole genre, like the farming RPGs, like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon and stuff.
Yeah, they didn't know that.
Yeah, they want to focus theirs on pig farming though. They
Really?
call it Suikoden.
I'm really sad that I even entertained that conversation. I moved away from home so I didn't have to hear that kind of shit. I don't know why it's not falling in that little square. You can't open up the elevator.
You know what you were getting into when you married me?
I mean, yeah, although my family was not really one for puns.
Oh, well now we know what's making that sound, I guess.
Yeah, it's weird. Usually it doesn't do it like that. But whatever. Maybe it's just a bug. Ah, there we go. Filled it in. Alright. I hate random black squares.
Bug or a bone?
A bugged bone.
You might say the sound in this section is really boned.
Or not. No, I'm not going to say that.
So, B-Berry Vertigo gave a LOL. Thank you very much.
Don't encourage him.
Oh, you know, I don't need encouraging.
Ooh, luck. I didn't do the luck code for this one, right? No, I did. I have a luck run going in my version of the game on the PSP. But, oh, sweet.
Da-da-da-da.
Oopsie doodle. In the original, there's like a family of doves at the bottom of the tower. I don't think they're in the upside down tower, but oh god, the Nova Skeletons are.
Did he just...
What?
It just looked like he fired an energy beam from his Pelvis?
I don't know if it's from a pelvis, but it's definitely an energy beam. And
It's definitely down there. That ain't a Hadouken, I'll tell you that.
no, but it'll wreck your shit wherever it comes from. He has like a third eye, so it's something to do with that again. No, it's not from the pelvis. It's just...
I mean, look at what it's lined up with.
Either way, he's dead. Doesn't matter.
His abs at the very least.
Ooh, heart.
He's giving birth to death. B. Barry Vertigo says he definitely did a pelvic thrust. Thank you.
A pelvic thrust. Are you going insane?
Yeah, here's where the birds would be, except, you know, that's not going to work here.
Yeah, birds can't really nest upside down very well. It's a problem of theirs.
I mean, we could talk about how flames are flickering upside down, but...
There's a lot in this castle that doesn't make any sense. But to think upside down birds for them is probably a bridge too far.
Lancehart says, death is a different character. Lowercase d.
Oh, good, got my...
Zixa says, the peen beam.
yeah, that's one way to put it. There we go. Mist can pass. Hammer man. That means, okay, so was there a secret room in here? Because I think originally like you go down.
Dark metamorphosis. Soul speed.
Nope, nothing there. All right. Soul steel. It sounds so intense. Ah. Oh, must have axe.
Okay, seriously, it's like... I just kind of imagine that, like, what those skeletons are doing, it just reminds me of... Sorry, any guys who've, like, you know, shared this experience. It just, like, reminds me of, like, you know, having a kidney stone, but, like, if it was, like, the beam was just being held in.
Ow. That sounds pretty painful.
It is.
Okay, so now we're here. Was there anything here that I missed? Ah, gotcha. Wow. The crows are happy for me, too.
Dim sum set.
They are really pissed out there, damn.
Yeah. What'd you leave them?
I mean, I put some trail mix out there, but I don't think they're fighting over that. They're just fighting over the fact that... See, the crows like this area because it's, like, between two buildings. It's a wind tunnel. And last year they came here at this time of year, and they brought their friends, and they were all kind of, like, you know, riding on the wind and, like, you know, challenging each other. It's really cute, actually, but I guess they don't want the cops around, so, yeah. They're attacking the hawk, which is too bad, because there's not really any great hunting areas in this area.
I'm sorry, did you just say they don't want the cops around?
Yeah, that's what it is, basically.
Huh.
Well, I'm joking, but,
Oh.
that's strange, right?
It's like, I know they've been stealing stuff, but I didn't realize they were, like, you know, on the radar.
No, I'm just being silly. Uh-oh. Oh, good, it's only a corpse weed.
Honest officer, I didn't know that they were, doing that.
Die.
I never even set foot on my balcony.
Do I have any sort of good wolf power?
Cream Mango says, nobody wants the cops around. It's like crows.
Darn. Okay, you know what? I don't have to fight you. You know what? I don't have to fight you. I don't have to waste my time. If I had my really good wolf form, I'd just blaze through all of you, but I actually don't think that'll work. Because it's, hard to run through this terrain.
So are those things in, like, other Castlevania games, but without the top part? Because just, like, when they first sprout up...
Yeah, they're very
okay.
common. But there's, like, different forms in this game. In fact, I think the top form is an Alaroon. Or Venus Weed, which is just, like, completely destroy you if you're not careful. That's why I was kind of worried there for a second, like, oh crap, are you going to turn into an Alaroon? But no. You bloody... You know what, look, I have a... Oh, right, cool, I have, like, a... Where the hell did I get that? It's a skull shield. It's a pretty rare drop. I guess I got it last year.
Jolly Roger shield?
Do I have the... Let me see something.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of Pepsi. That just seemed... even as a kid, that struck me as such a weird line in an Archie comic.
A bottle of Pepsi.
Yeah. Yo ho ho and...
There we go. Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Oh, that's probably use up a lot of magic for nothing, so I'm not going to use that again.
Special beam cannon! And just like special beam cannon, it misses like 95%
Okay, this is why
of the
everyone
time.
hates the upside down castle. This area right here. It's a real so-and-so. Marble Gallery goes on forever when you're upside down. Oh good, I got a cannonball. What the hell am I going to do with that?
Throw it at someone?
Ideally.
I mean, ideally you'd fire it at someone, but...
That's crap. The fact that I fell down into that. Okay. Yeah, see, this is like a terrible area. But I can get out of it. In fact, I think I'll do just that. Oh, cool, I have the poison mist.
Oh, nice.
I think I do. Doesn't work on these guys, apparently. Maybe I don't have it yet. But it was green, so I thought I did.
Huh.
No, you dumb vampire.
It's like, haha, we missed you.
Ah, you know what? Screw you.
Man, I bet some holy water would come in real handy right about there.
Technically, I could use my axe, but it's a bit of a water arc. Up he go! He go up! I'd rather be in the underground part of the game. I always save the Marble Gallery for last. That and the Upside Down Alchemy Lab are pretty difficult. So, I'm back where the nice music is.
How much more do you think you have left to do on here?
Hard to say. Depends what I do, too. Like, I'm just kind of going to different areas, because it's been a long time since I played this, so... I know there's, like, Vlad's body parts I have to find, which I don't remember if you need those to get to the Vlad or what, but good to have. I just kind of want to go... I'm not going to do, like, 200%, although I could. But that's
But you're not
pretty big
finishing
entry.
tonight, though.
God, no.
Okay.
God,
So that would
no.
feel really silly for promoting a month-long thing if it, like, ended after one night.
You, across. I'm glad these guys are giving me shoryukens, but Shmoo can give me a bloody sword. Thanks, guys. Ooh, diamond.
Nice.
Oh,
I always like the diamond, even if I didn't use it a whole lot.
like a diamond in mine. No, this is a ring. You can just sell it.
Oh. Oh, that sucks. Do you have the other diamond?
It's in the game, but I don't use it. And I haven't come across one in a while.
It's funny how, like, in this game, it's like this tiny thing that just, like, leaves, like, you know, a thin, like, pixel-thin line of showing where it's going. And in Castlevania 2, it's like this friggin', like, you know...
Whoa, what the hell was that?
Giant basketball of a...
Did you see that?
What?
I, like, had an after image, and I don't know what I did there, if anything.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw it on the replay there. That was wild.
That's a fun thing about this game. There's always something. I just haven't found everything. Never will. Oh god, the jellyfish.
Always something.
Do I have a topaz? Yes, I do.
Haven't found everything, never will.
This absorbs poison, so
Oh, nice.
I wear it around the paws.
I was wondering what was going on there.
So, okay, so I don't have the poison mist yet, which is too bad.
And I'll just take the opportunity to mention now, while it's a little slow, that earlier I posted the latest episode of Legends of the Halcyon Era, for anybody interested in my writings. That's my story series that takes place in the world of Mega Man Legends. Recently did a bit of a flashback thing to kind of the early origins of some of the characters, Night Train and Phoenix. And yeah, now we're back in the present, so...
Yep. God, they love these balloon pods.
I also finished the 50th episode a couple nights ago. That'll be going up later this year. Can't wait for that.
I love the background in this area. Just all the staircases. Such a cool aesthetic, this whole game. There's really nothing like quite like it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and if nothing else, there's the art. Although actually on this one, it's more the stock art covers. But I've got more custom stuff coming up, so.
Ooh.
Kind of
Yeah.
save my budget for the more momentous milestones, I like to think.
Got a story of my own. Got a story of my own to put up. I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that.
You, dagger.
For a second, I thought that was yours until the sword cut through him, and I'm like, oh yeah, you already have a guy out.
I love how the drawer is had like one drawer out, and that's how you get up here in the original castle.
Ha!
It's like, why? Who left that there? Dracula? Did he do it?
B. Barry Vertigo says, it's hard to believe during this time people hated on this game for using sprite work. Oh man, preaching to the choir.
Yeah, some people are on crack, I'll say that much. Back then was a weird time for games. Oh, what the hell is that? What the hell's a Kingstone? I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm wearing a silver ring, it doesn't do anything. Gemstone buckle, strength plus 10, that's not bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah, people were like so into 3D, and it was just something I never really understood. It was like in terms of quality, like, okay, the 3D stuff, like what they were doing with it was neat, but at the same time, like, you know, in terms of quality, it felt like a step back.
Yeah.
I can kind of appreciate where Sega was trying to go with, like, you know, focusing on, like, where 2D had advanced, but, which, I mean, honestly, is kind of weird for them, because, like, you know, they were killing it with Virtua Fighter and Daytona in the arcades, but...
Yeah, and then the whoever they commissioned to do the, port of this did a really bad job, and it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, it was some, like, Konami studio, like, not upstate, but up country or something, I think. Like, is like, I think a new one that was just kind of a thing. But yeah, it's like, you know, I mean, there were some 3D games that I thought looked pretty good, despite, like, you know, the limits of 3D technology at the time. Mega Man Legends, of course, like, is phenomenal, and I always thought Metal Gear Solid looked good, but just to, like, you know, kind of dump on where 2D was just because it was 2D and, like, you know,
Man,
sprite
some
art.
fat cash right there.
It made no sense to me.
No, same.
The following generation, starting with the Dreamcast, it was like, okay, yeah, this is, like, that was, like, baseline for me. That's like, okay, yeah, this is, like, you know, good. Although I have developed something of an affinity for some of the older stuff, but... yeah, Lance says it was new and flashy, and B. Barry says polygonal graphics were so ugly at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, there were a few exceptions. I thought Star Fox 64 used the style pretty well.
It did. Mario 64 did too. I know you didn't like it, but I liked it.
It depended. Like, Mario was good enough. I still think that Nintendo 64 Bowser there looks... you know, kind of atrocious compared to...
Yeah. I liked it, though. It was all about the size and the like, grandiose scale, the whole thing. I didn't care. It was made of, like, 6 triangles.
I suppose. The way Nintendo was kind of selling us on, like, Jurassic Park and Donkey Kong Country and Killer Instinct and Terminator 2, and then they gave us that, and it's like, what? But,
Whoa, why am I... Ah, damn it. When did I get the cross?
They improved them significantly in Super Mario 64 DS, I'll say that much.
Son of a cross. That's an expensive, useless item, because I'm not a Belmont. I can't throw it like a boomerang.
Tuh. Dr. Fresh says, 3D clearly had a long way to go. Zixa says, the 3D during the PSX era was real bad. It was definitely a step back in retrospect, but necessary to push the technology. Yeah, I'm not saying, like, I didn't want the 3D games, but I think there was room for both to coexist instead of shunning one in favor of the other. Like, it just seemed like almost like 3D, like, you know, was considered better just like, you know, because it was 3D, no matter how bad the 3D actually was. Case in point, like here and stuff like Yoshi's Island and whatnot. But and some people have regrets, to their credit, about like the way they looked at some of that stuff back then.
And keep summoning the cross.
Fresh agreed. Cool at the time, poor but necessary in retrospect. Zixa says, I did not like most of the 3D games of that era. I was terribly disappointed in Final Fantasy VII coming from 6 as my favorite game of all time. I still think Final Fantasy VII is bad for many reasons.
Well, I love 7. And I was not a 7 lover at first, but it really grew on me after a time.
I'm enjoying the remake. Lance says, games like Final Fantasy Tactics had the perfect application of 3D within the bounds of the console's power.
Agreed.
Zixa says, I was the opposite. I shunned the 3D games for the most part. I liked it when you'd like have 3D backgrounds but like 2D sprites. That was a nice combination oftentimes, I feel.
Oh, this is where, like, this is... Why the hell did they give me peanuts? That was the weirdest thing. This is the room in the original castle where Alucard has his nightmare.
Okay, I was about to ask what the deal was here.
And
So it looks like
peanuts
there should be a save.
is, like, the weirdest power-up in this game. You gotta, like, catch him. Watch.
I was gonna say, maybe he has an allergy.
I forget how to catch them. Oh, come on. I'm eating them. I'm eating the peanuts. Stupid
Do you have
peanuts.
to like press up or something?
I thought so, but I tried that and it wasn't working. Oh, well.
Let's see. Mackie says, in caps, that's a lot of nuts. And Lance says, Peanuts, Spy X Family crossover confirmed. I don't understand that reference.
It's an anime.
Ah. Dr.
Okay.
Fresh says, in caps, that'll be $5, baby. You want fries with that?
I did get a bunch of meal tickets. Let me do those.
And Azixa says, yeah, the FF7 remake is a completely different animal.
Okay, let's see what we got here. I got a mushroom. Okay. Oh, cool. A gyros. I didn't know you could get gyros in this game. Ooh, cake.
Shortcake.
Spaghetti.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, tart. Like your
Yeah.
mom. Ooh, hamburger.
Take
Omelette.
the tart.
Red bean bun. I don't like red bean paste very much. Another mushroom.
I thought I did when you brought some home.
Banana. The hell is that?
Banana.
Pork bun. Another gyros. Let me see what it says about the gyros. You're pronouncing it wrong. That's what it says.
You don't care how you're pronouncing it, you're pronouncing it
With
wrong.
fries.
Ha.
The answer is fries. Gyros with fries. That's a very heavy meal. I couldn't manage both.
I think I've seen it like up at the mall.
Oh yeah, that's. I don't know. Gyros themselves are like so filling.
Isn't gyros what we get from that one place where they call it like the rice rocks and the fries sticks or something?
Oh, that place. What is with that? It's I know what you're talking about, and the food's good, but like, call it fries for Christ's sake.
Everybody needs a gimmick, I guess.
Damn it! My sword's buried in food. They really. I wish they would like. If you're gonna re-release this game, please fix the menus. So terrible.
Hey, speaking of Final Fantasy VII, do you want to talk about Kit Shi?
No, not really.
And I guess we won't.
I mean, what's to say? They pronounced it wrong. But since it's the pronunciation probably most of us used for so long, because we were stupid and had no idea, I can understand why they want to keep it. But it's still just a weird decision.
We were watching a Maximilian Dude video where he's talking about it earlier, and he thought it was just like, a name that they came up with for a cartoon
Actually.
cat. And it turns out it's got like this whole, mythology, folklore kind of.
Irish, Scottish.
Yeah, and there's just like so much more to it, and they're doubling down on it, and it's like weird because it's like okay, they didn't seem to have any problems changing Aerith to Aerith, but here we are.
Yeah, I don't know their decisions. Square's 3 kids in a trench coat. No, seriously, they are. The kids can't pronounce Ketchi, and they've said it's always been Kate Sith, so therefore it is Kate Sith.
The kids are Square Enix, and
You think, like, okay, well, it's not exactly respectful, but on the other hand, like, Ketchi is not supposed to be a weird-ass looking thing on a robot, so... It's not like a holy figure, I think, but still, I understand when people kind of got mad at Maximilian for being like, what is this, a cartoon cat? Like, no. And I mean, I remember as far back as the original game coming out and magazine saying, this is what Ketchi is. This is what he's based on. And
I
I
don't
don't
remember
know.
any of that, but I wasn't really paying attention to Final Fantasy VII at the time.
Yeah, to
Other than the
Maximilian's
cover of the
credit,
first PSM, that was about the extent of it.
he's a fighting game guy, not a RPG guy. But still, it's just regular. I don't know. It's a very Ketchi's a very common character.
B.
in
Barry Vertigo says it's Celtic, right?
Celtic, yeah. I actually like the version they have in the Shin Megami games, which is like he basically Ketchi's Puss in Boots, and it's not a bad comparison because it's kind of the same idea, the trickster cat spirit. Speaking of, what was I watching? Oh yeah, I watched the Puss in Boots movie on the plane to wherever the hell I was going, and it was actually really good.
That's good to know. We should watch it sometime, I guess. Or I guess I should at this point. Lance says, what's weirder is that the Japanese dubs probably won't change, so they're going to pronounce it right while the English dub won't.
Yeah, it's weird. Very weird. And again, I'm pretty sure Ketchi's in 14 and other Final Fantasy games, and other Square games in general.
Yeah, it's weird that they're doing it at 14. Like, you would think there would be some kind of, I don't know,
And I swear,
consistency there.
like, I'm not going to watch Advent Children again, because you can't make me, but I swear he's Ketchi there. Someone might want to correct me if they've actually watched it in the past 20 years. I saw Advent Children once, and I said, alright, I'm good. This is exactly what I didn't want from it. Thank you.
B. Barry says the most recent Puss in Boots was excellent, and Dr. Fresh says, I've seen about 20 minutes of the new Puss in Boots and liked what I saw. There's a lot of artists online that have praised the animation and style of it.
Yeah, it's really cool. Oh shit, that's an Alarune.
A what?
Alarune. Or whatever the hell how you would pronounce it. Oop. But you can see she has it out for me. Oh crap, that's water. Oh wait, I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Nice. Can you
Oh,
kill
it's a-
the plant things?
Yes, but it's hard to get close to her. You can see there.
Oh, okay. So not the things themselves, but you have to kill them at the source.
Yep.
Well, poison ivy there.
Very. As you can see, she's no joke. I forgot that
I was
they're all
just
over the
about to
place
say, I know
here.
how to handle her. Send in the clowns! Lance says, alright, I have the Blu-ray version of Advent Children. I should watch it since it apparently has more content.
Has I don't know if they ever brought the credits song from Japan, which has Gerard Way on it, which is just like crazy that they never really. I can't find that song anywhere except on YouTube, and rip it off from there. Maybe it's on iTunes. I don't remember, but I do have it. I know I have a clear version, but it's a really fun song. I mean, I like Gerard Way, and I like My Chemical Romance, and I like the fact that he's a big enough nerd to have done it.
Nice.
Alright, so I'm not going to go that way because I cannot remember how I beat those chicks originally, so I'm going to wander a bit and get around them so I don't have to deal with it.
So when you hit that water before, it was like, oh yeah, that's right, water would be on top here, not beneath you.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of the problems come with, like, filling in the map, because for some reason when you're in the water, like, you have to do weird things to make sure, you're...
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought there was like some item or something that kept you from being hurt. Am I wrong?
No, I can get in the water, but I can't transform in the water, except for wolf form.
Oh, okay, so it just turned you back, that was the problem.
Yes.
Because, yeah, it was like kind of reminding me a little bit
Why?
of the, space and Gurren Lagann there, but... Lance says, Square Enix are big music nerds, too. The band who did the Dissidia theme song was from near where I used to live.
Oh shit, really? That's great.
Didn't they get, some sort of pop singer or something to voice Aerith in that movie, or am I thinking of something else?
I know they got Gacked in there. No, I'm thinking of.
I was talking like an English one. Like, I thought they got, Mandy Moore or something.
They got Florence and the Machine for 15. Run, wolf! Yes, I do have the power after. Oh no.
Did that just knock you clear back over?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think those cave trolls were originally called chupacabras. I'm surprised they didn't change it here. Dang, those things are deadly. I've been talking
no
shit about the
joke.
cross the whole time, and it's just like saving my ass right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jesus. I guess you're not so bad after all.
I was about to say, I think you owe somebody an apology.
Jesus loves vampires. Okay, see how that black area up there,
Vampires.
that's very hard to fill in for some stupid reason. Like, you could do all this, it doesn't work. You have to be a wolf to do it. It's really dumb.
What? But I
Yeah.
thought the water turned you back.
Not if you're a wolf. I don't know if it's a bug or a feature or what, but, like, watch, for example, like,
Feature.
okay, I'll be like this,
Oh, fug.
and it didn't work, right? But I can, if I do that and I turn into a wolf, then it will fill in. See?
Huh.
I don't know why, but I'm not going to waste my time with it.
You'd
right
think they would fix something like that. And was this a problem in the original?
now. Yes. There's a few bugs in this game, like, as great as it is, but there's some weird shit, and they didn't fix it. I don't understand why.
Like, I'm okay with keeping bugs that are amusing or otherwise entertaining. This just seems like a pain in the ass. This seems like something you would want to fix in the, I don't know, what, 25 years since it came out?
Something like that. I guess because you get that little extra push, and that's how it finally fills it in. Let me see if I can soul steal you. You know what? Everyone needs to go to hell.
Ooh, a neutron bomb. That's a little ahead of its time, isn't it?
A little bit. Not that it really, does anything good. I'm gonna eat some gyros. No, you know what? I'm gonna have a hamburger. 100% U.S. grade A. What the hell is the United States in this timeline?
Like, I can almost, like, understand more in Portrait of Ruin, but... Was
Nah,
Portrait of
nah.
Ruin World War One or two? I forget.
Well, I think it was 2. Best one, Nearly Rotten. You got that right.
What was that?
Bananas.
Huh.
7. Strawberry tart. Good lord. Okay, that's enough for me. I'm on a diet. I would use the holy, just use the holy, thing. Maybe I'll just use the shield rod.
Lance says, eating soggy food. What's the
There we go.
pentagram do?
It's just like a screen clearing thing. It doesn't work
Screen
very
nuke?
well. Yeah. Ooh, what's that? Nagularmer. Nagularmer.
Yeah, it was Bloodlines. It was like World War One or
Wow.
something, wasn't it?
Probably. There's getting some good loot here today. May absorb damage taken. Well, guess what? It doesn't. Dwarven necklace. I wonder if this is a Tolkien reference. It's gotta be. Probably in Silmarillion or something. I'm not very good at Tolkien stuff. Damn, I want to find a place to save now. That's a pretty good necklace I got.
So, a discussion I've seen
Oh, sweet.
around, like the,
Force of Echo. Now that's the poisonous or damaging echolocator.
when talking about a DS collection for Castlevania, I've seen some people say, like, okay, what would be, I guess they mean, like, what would be the odd game out, but what would be, like, the Dracula X of that one?
Mm-hmm.
And talking about, like, Super NES when they included with the advanced games, I guess. And, yeah, I'm wondering, it's like, has Castlevania Legends, like, ever been released on a collection yet? I don't think it has it?
I think Castlevania Legends was retcon, wasn't it? Or
Yeah, it was disavowed, but I mean, you know, I'm not. I think they included like there was one that got retconned out or something in the advanced collection too, and I think that's there, isn't it?
yeah, good point.
And I mean, I guess like it depends on how much weight you want to give Kid Dracula as far as stuff being
Ironically,
canon.
Kid Dracula is extremely canon because Galamoth is in this game, and he's a bitch. And not an easy bitch. Don't get me wrong here, but he's a bitch.
I mean,
What? You think Galamoth is easy?
no, it's not that. It's like I just
Oh.
don't know if I understand his presence establishing Kid Dracula as canon.
Galamoth was the bad guy in Kid Dracula.
And Dracula's the bad guy, and
Why does this guy have a tongue that goes that far?
oh, that was his tongue? I thought he was spitting something at you.
No, he's the goat sucker.
Oh, is he now?
Yeah, basically.
Jeez.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna die here. To a freaking cave troll.
And you can't do the toxic cloud, right?
No, I'm not there yet.
Let's see. B-Berry says, aren't those on the original Castlevania collection? Yeah, Kid Dracula and Castlevania Legends.
Oh, now it
I don't think
does.
Legends is, but Kid Dracula was. Yeah, the Famicom version. I think they translated it.
Yeah, they did. We had the Game Boy version. Damn.
Yeah.
How do we get past this guy? What the hell was that? Is that him? Oh shit, that was him.
Wow, what's he doing?
I don't know. I've never seen anyone do that before.
Run, run, or you'll be... Oh, man. Oh.
Crap, I'm trapped. They're really pissed off, and I don't know why. Oh, whatever, I'm gone.
Must have a thing about vampires. Let's see. Dr. Fresh says, long tongue, all the better to
Oh,
suck
shit.
goats with.
Whoa, what'd I just do?
Parentheses, sorry, I didn't like that one.
I don't know what I just did there, but that was weird. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, thank God I'm near a
I was
save
gonna
place.
say, book it for the save point, but be careful.
I don't know if that was a bug or a feature or just something I didn't know I could do.
You didn't go too far there, did you?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
Well, I came here because I thought it would be safer, but you know what? I think I was wrong.
But yeah, Legends would just be a neat, like, lore thing or something. It'd be really neat. I don't know, maybe not that neat. I don't know. I'm a little torn about the Dreamcast one that got canceled. But just the whole, like, little Sonya Belmont era there, like, having that somewhere in there. Even as a, just, you know, more of a curio, like, just a, you know, curiosity, I think would be
Yeah.
valuable.
Let's see. So I went this way before. I'll keep on going.
But yeah, I think they only had the first two Game Boy Castlevania games on there. I'd have to double check.
Oh, that's why I went backwards. Let me try something.
I was about to ask if you can just do your rocket jump.
Oh, good. Upside down fish. Why is this the only upside down character in this castle? That is weird. Funny, but weird.
Very odd. I'm trying to think of an explanation and I got nothing.
This game is just what it is. It knows what it is. In fact, I'm going to go... I can't remember if there's a...
We got the false ending last year, right?
Yeah. The false ending is just when you, like, don't really risk your character.
Yeah. Dr. Fresh says, the second Game Boy Castlevania game has some pretty good music. Yeah, it was kind of nifty. Definitely
For
like
sure.
it better than the first. Like, it's not exactly top tier. Oh, you know what would be good? Well, Castlevania Adventure Rebirth. That'd be a nice one to have, but at the same time, I want the whole freaking Konami Rebirth collection, like, you know, re-released. So it could be on that too, I guess.
Damn, this thing. At least I saved. Oh. Alright, you know what? See if I can survive going this way. Well, since I'm right across...
And
I
you
may
got
as
some
well
weed
save it.
killer. I'm trying to remember how I got through some of this stuff, like, you know, when I played on PSP, like, if
you
you're
get this
having
far?
trouble with it. I beat the game, so I must have.
Did you,
in
like, you
theory.
beat the Upside Down Castle?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Usually,
Like, I think I was pretty close on the 200%, but, like, you know, like still like within kind of like the whole like okay, but you got to go and like fill out like every like tiny corner or whatever, but otherwise reasonably close.
I'm going back to the ice sword.
In the spirit of Halloween season, I am enjoying a Mountain Dew Pitch Black. Long may it quench.
Alucard shield. Love that.
I wish they'd called it the a la carte shield, and it's like the only thing you can equip.
There's the ice brand. I really wish they would let you fix the menus in this game. Alright, I know exactly where I want to go now. Nope, not that way.
So here's a question for you. Would you want a remake of this game?
I just want a version that's like maybe fixes some of the shit like I just talked about, but it's kind of perfect as it is. Maybe a version with a little more fleshed out in the oh crap. It's this dude.
Oh, hey, there's the diamond.
Is that me who just hit the Jesus alarm? Yeah, I guess it was. Oh, I think I
Doppelganger 40. How many of these bastards are there?
There's the question. Why do I keep doing that? As long as it works, I guess.
Yeah, I thought you fought him already, too.
Yeah, he's back. That's why he's 40. Wow, this ice sword, he really doesn't like it. He's like, I'm weak to that, and I'm getting back all this hit points. I don't know how. What? Oh, he's got the wing smash, does he? Oh, he's got the wing smash, does he? Wow, see, now he's using the diamond and just spamming the crap out of it.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh, I see, I'm hitting him and getting his blood back. Because I'm wearing the blood cloak.
Ah.
At least I think that's my explanation.
It's like, hey, you jerk, it's diamond, not diamonds, plural.
Uh-huh. Oh, ow. I thought I had him there.
Definitely not a copy robot thing where he uses the same weapon you do.
No, but he does react to how you do it, and I don't remember how it works. But I guess it doesn't matter if the,
Can your shield block the diamond?
Probably, but it's not, like, the big problem here. In fact,
Okay.
I wonder if...
Yeah, you're probably getting back anything you lose in kind, aren't you?
Pretty much. Oh, right, I don't have the shield rod. Never mind. Wow. There he goes. Ow!
Dun dun dun.
I failed again.
Dun.
I'll get you, He-Man. He-Man, are you not He-Man? Is there another boss here? Because I remember there was a boss around here. Ooh, thing. Nothing. Oh shit.
What the hell was that?
It's just a place full of octopi. Not good to fall into, but on the other hand, I don't know where I'm supposed to go from here.
I mean, if you could, like, form them into little balls and cook them, it'd be like
They don't look very
paradise.
appetizing,
Fair enough.
but there's an easy way to go. This place slowed down so much on the PlayStation.
Yeah, you're right. They don't look very appetizing. Dark octopus?
Oh, they look pretty dark. Good experience, too.
Yeah. Level up.
Oh, great. Sushi.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, wait, did you get sushi and I missed it, or are you just...
No, I got sushi.
Nice.
Let me, put the shield rod and just take care of this. Yeah, this is like an ideal place if you have, the Alucard sword and the Alucard shield. You just ram the hell out of these things. But this will work, too.
Hey, tinted
Good.
creeps. What do you ink of that?
That was really useful. Thanks, guys.
Man, what is with that damn thing? Does it do anything useful?
Which thing?
The stupid laser shield thing.
Yeah, if it hits, if it connects, it's a lot of damage.
I guess you can only expect so much for a shield with faces but no eyes.
Pretty much.
Wow.
And that's why God invented the Soul Steel. That's really satisfying when you can pull it off, though. But I think there's something good here, and it's worth, getting.
So I guess you'll take care of that. We'll find a place to save, and then it'll be time.
Yep. Sounds good. Come on, Alucard, you worthless vampire.
I mean, better here than in Castlevania 3.
True. He was really useless there.
I mean, you want to talk about your glow-ups.
Oh, right, they respawn.
I was just about to ask. I was going to say, I thought you killed all the ones behind you.
Oh, good, they don't like Jesus. No!
The mere mention of him makes them very cross.
Looks like I need my magic to recharge a bit. Thunder!
Yeah, I can imagine that.
What we got here? The Dark Blade. Wow! This is worthless. They give you all these things that can, like, you know, kill the darkness, and it's like...
What's it say about Iron Ball? I'm curious. Plate Lord's Iron Ball. Use.
Okay, so...
I still think you should throw it at something.
It says it's powerful, but if it's a dark sword, like... Not gonna do much damage. Let me just kind of test. Yeah, that's not bad.
What were you doing before?
Like in the 60s or so, I think.
Better than a kick in the butt, as they say.
Oh shit, I'm almost out of magic. I almost fell on those things.
Yeah,
Gracious me.
that would have been dire.
Well, I'm not too far from the save.
I was gonna say refills on its own, right?
Yeah, it just takes a bit. I have a mana prison probably, and I'm not gonna waste it.
Yeah, no need to do that. We got a few minutes. Should we go ahead and start while you're doing that?
Yeah, I'm pretty much there.
Okay, yeah, so that's just about going to do it for this week's Castlevania Symphony of the Month. And we'll be back next week and doing it every weekend in October until we get the job done. After that, you know, we'll figure out something else spooky to play. If you're interested in more of my shenanigans, you can find me on Twitter at LBD_NYTETRAYN. And also on Blue Sky at basically the same minus the underscore. And at the MM Network for the Mega Man Network on both. Also find me at, well, I need to start updating poisonmushroom.org again, but, you know, there's some stuff there. There's the mmnetwork.com, which I've been updating more or less twice weekly for a while. Like I said, latest episode of Legends of the Halcyon Era there, and if you're interested in Mega Man X Dive Offline, we've got a guide for beginners there to help you. The game is so much more like granular with all these like little systems and different things going on than your normal Mega Man game. So if you need help, you know, no worries, we understand, and hopefully the guide helps you out. And if you want, Nadia, where can they find you?
I'm the co-host of the Acts of Blood God RPG podcast. That's bloodgodpod.com or patreon.com/bloodgodpod. I'm on Blue Sky and Twitter at Nadia Oxford, and yeah.
And, of course, if you want to see an archive of this later, well, this will be around for a week, but this and, like, our past playthroughs from last year, and so much else, you can find it at Nightworks on the same spelling as here, over on YouTube. And find us in print, Mega Man Robot Master Field Guide Update Edition, and Mega Man X Maverick Hunter's Field Guide, Nintendo Force Magazine, and I think that about does it, right?
Yep.
Just before we sign off, Lance says, y'all should get a quote bot in here. I don't know what that does. What's that going to do for us?
I don't know. We could probably... We should really beef up our streaming game, but we really haven't.
Yeah, we should find somebody who can help us do that, because so far we're not very good at doing that. And, yeah, with all that said, we hope to see you again next week. Thank you for coming out. Goodbye, and good night.